It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they are hungry for a win here. Last season they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. And for Karl Anthony Towns, just last season, GMs voted him the player they'd most like to build a team around. Shaq, I can't think of higher praise than that.
That's because Big Cats is a perfect example of the modern-day center. Can do it all, Ernie, on both ends of the floor.
I really like his game, too.
I agree. He's a terrific scorer on 3 levels, and that's pretty impressive. He can do it on the box, the mid-range, and the 3-ball, Ernie.
Yes,
he has a lot of years left in him. He can make a big impact. I probably would want to start a team with him as well.
Kevin Harlan will have the call. Game's about to start. We'll see y'all later.
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony, Chris Webber. Hall of Fame sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And we're happy to have with us one of the great two-way players in the history of the game, Kevin Garnett. KG, welcome.
Man, thank you.
How's that headset feel? Feel pretty good?
Man, this is, hey, I never knew, Kev. It's a great fit, bro.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
Is this mine?
Yeah, it's yours, and you look good in it.
Thank you, bro.
You look at the Timberwolves. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, their record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
And I think for Minnesota, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Give them credit. They got some really good pieces in place. The road ahead is going to be tough, of course, but I think they're in better shape than a lot of other teams.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Karl Anthony Towns has a different disposition than his predecessor and mentor, Kevin Garnett. The KG said of Cat, don't take the smile for weakness. He plays with another type of engine. What they do share, Kevin, is a true love for the game. Back to you.
Outstanding, DA. Thank you. And Kevin, looking back at all the discussion and interviews over the years, you make a lot of analogies to food. Are you a foodie at heart?
Oh, my God. Kev, I am not a foodie.
Really?
Kev, I eat to live.
Well, you know about it.
You know, I eat to live, but I don't want to fool you. I eat to live. Listen, sometimes I forget to eat. Is that bad? Is that bad?
Well, as hard as you work, there's probably a lot on your mind.
Man,
I can get that.
Listen, I like to, a big plate of food scares me. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to keep going on that analogy. You know, a bunch of food no, I don't want to keep going on that one. Just know that I'm not a foodie. But when I explain things, I like to articulate things where people can understand it, so I use food right away.
Good way to connect the dots.
A little bit.
Yeah,
you know, parallels in life and food are very similar, man.
Good. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. T kicks to Butler. No good that time, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. Pass to Kuzma. Inside. Here's Hart, defended by Butler. Hart, that's good. First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Butler. Wiggins against Kuzma. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Butler.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Ball, the pass to McGee. Floats it up for James.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. So it's the Timberwolves now. Now T. Outside, Towns. Passes it to Wiggins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Brown always cognizant of everyone around him.
T kicks to Butler. Down low, here's Jang. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Jang's got his first bucket of the night.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Wiggins against James. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, take your behind home, sit, you rest. Now you obviously as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself. And once you're in it, and it turns over like an every day. You know, this is what you do every day. Sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep a routine for 21 years.
Amazing.
Amazing. And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things onto my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they see my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
Unloads from 13. That shot missing. Wiggins with some nice D. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Down low, here's Jang. That puts them in the lead. Jang's got his second bucket of the night.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. Floats it up for James. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Butler. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
And it's really easy to appreciate Butler. I mean, especially how he just fends off contact on those difficult attempts.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Lakers trail by 4. Ball kicks to LeBron. Back to Ball. They need this. And he sinks the layup.
Able to keep his balance even while getting hit. I mean, Ball absorbs contact very well.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Stolen by Ball. Goes up, and Ball slams it in.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And you see the floor spacing that's in fashion these days in the league. Kevin, if you were just coming into the NBA right now, would you be more inclined to work on your three-point shot?
I think so. I think if you are a stretch 4, if you're a 3, or even if you're a 5 now, you have to be able to shoot the 3 consistently, whether it's in the corners or at the top. You have to be able to show that you can stick the 3 ball. I think a lot more small ball is going on now. I think a lot of teams have reverted to the Golden State speed and pace up type of style now. If I was a rookie coming into the game, I would definitely have to have some confidence in shooting the 3 ball and some consistency in making it.
Now here's Ball. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Pass to McGee. There's the 3. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle, Towns. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, and it might not be the rivalry that a lot of the conference matchups are, but who knows? Maybe this is the year it heats up a little bit.
Here's Teague after the basket by the Lakers. And here's Wiggins. Back to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Hart. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Kevin, what's it feel like when you hear you're one of the most dominant players of this generation in a generation of great players?
That's weird. That's weird to hear because, you know, you don't do anything by yourself.
Think of the names. Think of the names.
You know what? When you talk about stats and you talk about, you know, numbers, then you put them up against, you know, previous and your peers, then yeah. But, you know, you got to always give homage to coaching styles. You got to always give homage to organizations, other players. You know, players make this league. This is not something you do by yourself. You come in here, you put your work in, but, you know, the camaraderie and the energy that you're able to get, the friendships, the bonds you're able to get in this. Now you have to give it to your teammates and your brothers that have helped you on the way.
You've always deferred. You've always said, yeah, thank you, but listen, look at this guy. Look at this coach.
It is, man. Seriously, man. I won MVP in 04, and it was more about the guys that I was playing with and our connection more than the award. I was kind of the symbol and the example of that team put together, and I hope that I was able to always be, you know, the example of. I hope that I was able to always, you know, have those guys to be proud of, what we all accomplished that year, because, you know, one person just don't come into that and do that. You know, that's a team thing.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Minnesota. Rose comes in for Teague. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Now here's Rose. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Hart. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Butler. To the inside. Wiggins. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kuzma passes to Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
And Kevin, when you look at Towns, is he as close to you in terms of what you were as any player you've seen maybe since you've been in the league? And young guy who plays the same position?
Cat is his own thing. You know, I like to think that he has a little bit of me in him. He has a little bit of Chris Bosh in him. He has a little bit of Webb in him. I like to think that he has some Tim Duncan in him because he used the glass, he used his left. You know, he'll slip under. He'll go under you. He's crafty. He shoots the 3 like Rasheed. Like, he can put the ball on the floor like a guard. Like, when you look at his makeup, man, you know, he's trying to morph. You know, just think about what he's doing. He's at the 5. Really, I call him a 4, but he's at the 5 doing this. You know, him and Embiid, you know, him and Porzingis, all these guys are morphing the center and power forward position.
It's amazing to watch. It's evolving right before our eyes.
It is, man.
These kids.
And it's greatness, and I'm glad I got a front row seat. And I'm glad I got a super intimate relationship with my dude to be able to see the DNA to carry this on, man. This is great, man. Cat's the future, bro. He's the future. Nothing better than that.
And stolen by LeBron. Now the Lakers on the break. And he elevates for the slam. Taj Gibson did not like that.
You love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artiste.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Rose. Left side, Butler. Over Hart. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 6 points. Timeout called the Lakers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
We see that a lot with so-called underdogs. I mean, the longer they hang around, the more dangerous they get, especially in overtime.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Beasley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Stevenson comes in for James. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Josh Hart. Now here's Rondo. Zubac's with it. Now guarded by Gibson. Stevenson inside the three-point line. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Tolliver kicks to Gibson. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Tolliver for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. And Kevin, to see you come in straight out of high school into the NBA, you forget, but it was so historic because we had not seen a high school player in such a long time.
Right. Yeah, at that time, you know, it was 20 years before anybody had ever thought of the idea. I figured that I had the work ethic and the passion and the appetite for it. And I never looked back. I never second-guessed my decision. But when I did second-guess myself, I got in the gym and changed it.
The greatest picks in the history of the draft. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. Jones up top. He's covered by Rondo. Jones, no luck.
That's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him there.
Here's Beasley. It's deflected. Here's Nunley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now here's Rondo. They lead by 1. 5 to shoot. And it's good for 2. Stevenson's got his second bucket tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Outside Gibson. Back to Rose. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And defensively, you've got to play Rose for the drive. You let him get to the rim, and he'll throw it down on your head.
Rondo against Jones. Rondo with the ball. Here's Beasley. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers ahead, up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. You learn about Jimmy Butler, difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball, that's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you what, when you allow them to speed up the tempo, there's a good chance you're going to fall behind.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Jones is out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Taj Gibson. And there's Anthony Tolliver. And it's Nunley in at the 3. Here's Rose after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Rose in the post, and the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. And the three-pointer becoming a bigger and bigger part of the NBA game. Kev, there's little doubt in my mind that had you worked on the 3, taken that road, that you would have been proficient at the 3.
Oh, no, I can shoot threes.
Well, I know you can.
I can shoot threes. I just didn't shoot threes. The doctor was like, why don't you shoot the 3? And I was like, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We got like 7 3-point shooters over here. The last thing we need. Somebody has to rebound some of this, okay, Doc? Again, get off of me. I want you to shoot the 3. I'm like, I'm not shooting 3.
But he knew you could, and you know you could.
I knew, but listen, listen, know your strengths. And I always knew my strengths. And when I needed to hit a 3, I would look over there like, oh, you happy? I hit a 3, okay? Shoot another one. I'm like, no. I don't know what was wrong with me.
Oh, that's good.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
First one falls for him. Ball's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Both free throws good from Rose.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Now here's Gibson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
And Kevin, you said the league should allow every team a chance to host the All-Star game. What would they find if it went to every NBA city?
All our NBA cities are really dope cities. That's first off. And I think that we should be able to not only highlight those cities, but cities should be able to make money and bring in festivals and bring in food. And we should be able to go to OKC, if not Portland, and enjoy that city for whatever it has to offer. That's true travel, and I think that, you know, it teaches us something. Oh, man, you never knew what was up in the Northwest until you get up there or wherever it is. So, you know, I would like to see it go outside of its boundaries. I would like to see the All-Star game be like overseas one time. I don't know. I know it's super expensive, but it'd be dope to have the All-Star game in
London
one time, right? That'd be super dope, right?
Pretty good, yeah.
I mean, we breaking boundaries here. We're doing everything, you know. Man, maybe 2K can put it on the sun.
Maybe they can.
2K is known for, you know, being innovative and right. 2K put it on, man.
Put it on. Let's do it.
Adam will do it.
We're going. Passport's ready.
You already know.
Here we go.
All right, universal, right. I'm waiting on 2K to put the game on Mars,
okay,
right? Mars version. I want to be on that. Y'all heard me say that, right?
Now here's Teague. No points in the game yet for him. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
No good from Beasley.
The highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
Now here's Jones. Outside Teague. Ball with the rebound.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Well, sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Here's Nunley. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Now here's Jones. Kicks it to Jang. Stolen by McGee. Here's Tolliver. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Tolliver's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Timberwolves trail by 4. The pass to Nunley. Now here's Jang. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Beasley. James comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Hart subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. To the middle. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Butler.
And Butler loves getting close to the basket. Once he's down low, he uses that strength and quick release to get shots off.
Ball with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Hart. And stolen by Jang. Butler deciding where to go with it. In the corner, it's Wiggins. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
Ball kicks to James. Over Wiggins. And it's James missing. Stolen by McGee. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
Well, the obvious solve is to go to the basket. I mean, there were some open lanes. They were just unwilling to take advantage of.
Teague for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's LeBron with the drive, and he comes up with the deuce. James has got 8 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Teague finds Wiggins. And it's good off the back rim and in. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Ball, the pass to LeBron. Over Wiggins. Count it from 12. 10 points for LeBron.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Wiggins outside. He kicks to Towns. Back to Wiggins. Over LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Timberwolves have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first one falls. He makes one of two that time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Wiggins left side. Passes it to Teague. Now here's Butler. Defense is right there. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Another miss by Minnesota. The Lakers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting.
Not the tightest of D on them, but not the best of finishes either.
Pass to Teague. And there's the pass to Jang. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Jang's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Here's James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Lakers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. So he gets them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
It's stolen by Rondo. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Now Butler. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. Pass to Kuzma. And McGee kicks to Hart. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the rejection by Towns. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Taj Gibson's checked in for Jang. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for T. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Rose kicks to Towns. Shoots over Zubac. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Rose.
And Rose, an explosive scorer, but he's always been a very capable passer at the point.
In the corner, it's James over Wiggins. LeBron, no good. Minnesota shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Rondo with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Gibson against LeBron, rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gibson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot by Butler, nobody around. A miss that time would have put him up. The Lakers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Hart the pass to James. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. The Timberwolves trail. Passes it to Towns. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 6 points.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
He hasn't been his best this quarter.
And KG, I know you've got to run, but as always, you've always got a home here. Thanks for stopping by, and please come back.
Man, K-Hall, man, thank you. Thank 2K, man. I appreciate y'all bringing me through here, man. Anytime y'all need the guard, y'all let me know, man.
The best, Kevin Garnett. And Chris, one of the things that's really cool, getting to watch KG develop as a player and now develop as an analyst.
Well, it's fun having gone through the position where KG is. I know that it's not as an easy transition as he's making it look, but he has knowledge of the game. He is definitely one of the best defenders of our era. He's a winner, and so it's great to hear his insight anytime you can.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
Free throw drops for Rose.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Beasley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Lance Stevenson comes in for James. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Hart. He doesn't get the second one. Caldwell-Pope against Wiggins. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And just love how intense Butler is on this end. Looking to shoot every time down the floor. He is totally locked in.
Caldwell-Pope finds Beasley. Oh, Rondo in position. Doesn't go for him.
A highlight reel play all the way. Just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and that quick first step that Caldwell-Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And Caldwell-Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
He hits the second from the line. Rose scanning the floor. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Timberwolves on top as they end the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, you know, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it, we can come out with the W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. If they can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Timberwolves leading by 4. So for the Lakers right now, inside we've got Kuzma and McGee. Hart is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's LeBron in at the 3. Now here's Wiggins. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And it's 13 points for Andrew Wiggins.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker, really wants to make his teammates better. And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let him have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in LA for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Free throw drops for James. And Teague's got the ball here for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Butler passes to Jang. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Lakers trail by 5. And here is LeBron. Here's Ball. No good with the layup. On the wing, Wiggins, covered by LeBron. Over James. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Tries a 3. And the Lakers with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 5. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now, here's Ball. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Hart. Here's Kuzma, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Can't shake Kuzma. Even when you try to get physical with him, he maintains his focus.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 14. A floater. Rebounded by McGee. The Lakers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. For the lead, James kicks to Kuzma. Back to LeBron, over Wiggins. Second chance shot, here's McGee. Yes, and the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
You played, C-Web, for a number of different teams. How did you personally measure an organization's quality?
It starts at the top. It's the commitment to winning. It's the little things, caring for players, everyone else there on the staff as people first, and then also setting the tone, letting people know that we're a winning organization. You know, I've been to some organization, and the word winning has never come up from the top brass, if you could believe it or not. So you know who wants to win. You see the intensity on the owner's face. You see the intensity on everyone's face as well, and you can tell by that passion whose foxhole you're in.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Here's James, knocked loose. Butler with the steal. To the paint. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Towns. 15 points for Andrew Wiggins.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the Lakers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. The lead is 2. Jones kicks to Wiggins.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
James, no good. The Timberwolves have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. LeBron against Jones. Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Ball, the pass to Hart. To the left side wing. Pass the ball. Here's Hart. Clock at 4. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And no good that time.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Good on the bucket. Wiggins has got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
LeBron kicks the ball. There's the pass to McGee. To the middle. Back to James. And again, LeBron missing.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers, and his three-point percentage elite as well, over 40%.
One shot.
And that one misses. And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
In the corner, it's James. A three-pointer is right on target. James has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
Ashton Nunley inside. Here's Towns. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Towns has got 12 in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Passes it to Hart. LeBron against Jang. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut back down to 5 as they get the points there from LeBron. Minnesota with the ball. Wiggins outside. Kicks it to Jones. Pass to Jang. Here's Wiggins. That one doesn't go. And the Lakers going the other way now. And there's the pass to Kuzma. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Tolliver comes in for Gorgie Dang. And it's Rose in for Andrew Wiggins. And then for the Lakers, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Lakers trail by 5. Pass to Beasley. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I tell you, Rondo sees it all on the floor. He's got an ability to just cripple a defense with his passing.
The Lakers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. Lance Stephenson's checked in for JaVale McGee. Free throw, good. Beasley. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But there's some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing.
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game. Let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. Well, now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with players' game. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player. And being a basketball player for Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki, being a basketball player that he is, means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor because he's not just limited to a 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to. Because I tell you what, now you got a problem because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he wants to.
And good that time.
I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
Rondo against Rose. In the corner, Gibson with it. Back to Rose. Over Rondo. Another miss by Minnesota.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Back to Rondo. Feeds it to Caldwell Pope for the tie. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Here's LeBron. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. James has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside, I mean, you know what the results are going to be.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's Caldwell Pope. That gives them the lead. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Caldwell Pope just knows how to run correctly in transition. He runs wide outside those hashes. He sees lanes and angles so well out there.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds. And I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Lakers second.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Now here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And Greg, what's not to like about Taj Gibson?
I mean, he's a hard worker defensively, finishes well inside, he's got the mid-range shooting touch. But what I like most, really, his unselfishness. He started, came off the bench, no complaints. This is a guy that just wants to win.
That's good from Gibson. And both free throws good from Gibson. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now.
Now, here's Stevenson. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. He kicks it to Towns. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 5 rebounds tonight. James looking it over. And it's Beasley, that time in the assist by James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now here's Teague. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That's tipped. Rondo against Rose. Rondo finds Beasley. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Poked loose and stolen by LeBron. Fires from 18. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead. Teague with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got his first points of the night.
This team loves to run the pick and roll with Teague, and it's easy to see why that's the case.
Rondo passes to James. Stevenson with it. Tolliver on him. And it's Stevenson missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And so he makes both from the line.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Now here's Rondo. Stevenson with it. Back to Beasley. And Gibson sends it back.
And Gibson just out here to play hard defense, showing great awareness coming up there with that block.
Rose gets the bucket.
Oh, that's the goal every trip. Get the good look from close range.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Beasley. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
I mean, this D is a joke. It's way too passive. They got to get a body on him, and he's on his way to the bucket.
Teague against Rondo. Now here's Teague. Outside, Towns. Towns with the steal. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Lakers lead by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, good job so far. Good job. We got to make some shots, but we're playing hard and make them take tough shots.
Well, Greg, he's clearly appreciating the hard work so far. He just wants the offense to be better.
Yeah, no doubt the defense has been impressive, but offensively, they need to finish off more of these possessions.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Butler is the 3 with Tolliver at the 4. Teague out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Gibson in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Rose. Shoots the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Caldwell Pope, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
First free throw is good. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense and is very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3 and D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer. But he's solid from deep.
Rondo with the steal. Pulls up on the wing. Basket good. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Caldwell Pope against Butler. Gibson dishes to Butler. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there. And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star. And other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing out there?
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by Los Angeles. Teague hits to Wiggins. Passes to Butler. Over Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Wiggins. He's guarded by Stevenson. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Wiggins. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Rondo finds Stevenson. Caldwell Pope with it, covered by Wiggins, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Beasley. Josh Hart comes in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Teague. Outside Butler. Over Hart. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And it wasn't the quickest start for Lonzo Ball in his rookie year. You know, he had a lot of hype to live up to, but he showed he can be a player to build around. He plays as the high-octane engine for his team.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
And over the summer, Ball stated that he wanted to add more strength to his game.
Yeah, and Ball said he saw the jump Ingram had between his rookie and sophomore year and was encouraged by that. He wanted to match that type of level of improvement, and I guess that means match that type of level of work off the floor. There's a lot to like about Lonzo's future.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Jang drops them both. Los Angeles leading by 8. Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. McGee in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Wiggins missing. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And stolen by Wiggins. Pulls it up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Ball. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Hart. McGee in the high post. Clock at 6. Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota.
And Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
And the first one drops. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job in creating that environment.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Oh, man, come on. Injuries like this can change the course of a game, even the whole season. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. To the inside. McGee's shot is off. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Timberwolves. Open shot, Butler. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Kuzma. The rebound by Gibson. Timberwolves trail by 7. There's the feed to Teague. McGee with the block. Here's Ball. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good at getting into the lane. Ball, I mean, you can see how confident he is on the drive.
Jones looking for an opening. Jang dishes to Jones. Inside. A second chance effort. Count it. Good. Gibson's got 4 this quarter.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
Ball against Teague. Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Now here's Teague. Kicks it to Jang. The pass to Butler. From down in the low post, it goes. Butler's got 20 points.
He has the ideal attitude you want in a swingman. But Butler gets in the good position, taking it on the D, and just winning that battle.
Jang against Kuzma. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Lakers. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside Teague. Free throw line jump shot. But they recover it.
Very steady in between game there for Butler. You don't want to let him get too many of those.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now here's Butler. He feeds it to Gibson. Goes back up. McGee with the block. Now Kuzma. And the rejection by Jang. Teague with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. McGee with the block. That one drops for him. Butler's got 6 here in this quarter. Lakers leading by 8. And here is Ball. And Hart has it in the corner. Pass to McGee. Shot clock at 5. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Teague finds Jones, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Towns comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Tolliver in for Tyus Jones. The Lakers also with a sub. James is checked in. Basket counts. Butler's got 10 points here in the second half.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to LeBron. Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
And it's Towns on the follow.
When all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Ball, the pass to McGee. Zhang against Kuzma. He kicks it to Ball. Not going to go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside, Towns. In the corner, it's Tolliver. And a miss there on the triple. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Butler sends it back.
And Butler, one of those guys that's terrific at slapping away shots, utilizing that impressive wingspan on defense.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Towns has got 4 this quarter. Lakers leading by 9. Pass to LeBron. Back to Ball. From the high post and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Step in the right direction. It's huge whenever Ball finds a way to capitalize from the mid-range.
They get the rebound. McGee with the block. And stolen by Zhang. No good that time. Good D by LeBron. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The pass to Ball. Trying his luck deep. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
This is the mindset Ball has. If you're not going to guard him closely, he'll torch you off the pass.
Timberwolves trail by 14. T kicks to Towns. The 15-footer, and that one drops for him. Towns has got 12 points here in the second half.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
Well, yeah, using his size. That's what I like about his game. He understands where he has the advantage. Then he exploits it.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, I mean, all day long.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson comes in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lonzo Ball. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rondo kicks to Stevenson. Pass to LeBron. And they double up James. Shoots it up. Stevenson can't hit. Here's Jones. The 19-footer is on the money. Here's LeBron. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.